Welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into a tale of corporate drama, high stakes, and one man's quest to save the day when everything went wrong. If you enjoy stories of triumph over adversity, this is for you. Let's get started. It was just another routine shutdown at Airzone, but little did I know it would turn out to be anything but ordinary. Too Expensive, our tech manager, had ordered a maintenance check on the most critical machine in our production line. This wasn't just any machine. It was responsible for 40% of our revenue. Now, Too Expensive is notorious around here. He's always been arrogant and dismissive, never willing to listen or collaborate with others. But today, he was nowhere to be found when the shutdown commenced. I followed procedure meticulously, every step documented, every protocol adhered to. Yet, as soon as we attempted to restart it, disaster struck. The machine refused to boot up, its blinking lights a grim reminder of our impending doom. Panic set in, but not for long. We needed someone experienced, someone who understood this beast inside and out. Enter Old Boy, a retired genius whose expertise was unparalleled, though he hadn't been seen around these parts in over a decade. As we scrambled to locate Old Boy, the clock ticked mercilessly. Every minute lost translated into millions of dollars down the drain. Can you imagine being in that position, knowing your company's survival depends on finding this one person? I contacted every lead I could think of. Old colleagues, friends from the past, and finally tracked him down. Old Boy agreed to come back for a hefty fee, but insisted it was too risky without proper backups. But there were no backups. Not even a trace of Too Expensive's alleged emergency contacts. The pressure mounted as we realized how vulnerable our system truly was. This wasn't just a technical glitch, it was an organizational failure, and everyone knew it. We had to think on our feet. I dove into the corrupted database files, comparing them with the backup Old Boy mentioned existed but hadn't been updated in years. After hours of painstaking work, we managed to piece together enough information to rebuild the configuration from scratch. But this was far from easy. 20 years of updates and patches had us navigating through a maze of complexity. Old Boy arrived late at night, his eyes tired yet determined. He took one look at our progress and nodded grimly. "We're going to have to recreate everything," he said with a sigh. And so we did. Too Expensive returned, attempting to claim credit and deflect blame onto me for not following procedure correctly. His arrogance knew no bounds as he demanded regular updates on progress reports to VPO. How could someone with such a history of incompetence suddenly become our savior? It didn't sit well with anyone, especially after what we went through. When the dust settled, it was clear Too Expensive had been hiding busy playing phone tag instead of addressing the crisis head on. The evidence was there in black and white. A scathing email he'd sent me months back warning me to stay out of his domain. It didn't take long for VPO to see through his lies. In the end, Too Expensive was shown the door. His reign of incompetence had ended abruptly but dramatically. And while I shouldered much of the responsibility during those crucial days, it felt good knowing that our teamwork and perseverance ultimately triumphed over adversity. This experience taught me a lot about resilience and collaboration. In times of crisis, we can't afford to rely on one person, especially not someone as unreliable as Too Expensive. The lesson was clear. Together, we're stronger. So there you have it, a story of teamwork overcoming chaos. I hope this tale resonates with you just as much as it did for me. If you enjoyed today's episode, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more behind-the-scenes corporate drama. Thanks for watching.